little dwarf.
I have a simple job planned for this evening. Break into a guarded mansion, steal another fat nobleman's priceless trinket, and leave quietly. Lord Bafford is out of town, and rumor has it that the captain of his house guard went with him as a bodyguard. The time is ripe for a bit of burglary. The front gate of Lord Baffords Manor is always guarded, and the main street is far too exposed. But Cuddy tells me there's a better way in, around to the side, more out of the way. One guard, and likely no witnesses to complicate matters. The piece Cuddy wants is a scepter, silver, jewels, the usual adornments. It should command a high price. Bafford, like most of his kind, probably keeps his treasures on the top floor of the place, close to his heart, and far from his servants. No point in waiting. I have Cuddy's old sketches of the place, and everyone who's going to be asleep inside already is. It's time to begin.
So here you have the list of the objectives of the first proper mission of the game. You would notice if you change the difficulty that the objectives actually change with it. Not only the amount of loot you have to steal, but like additional objectives. So it's another really cool quality of Thief that changing the difficulty level really changes the way the game is supposed to be played. Making it more unique if you set it to a higher level. Itself for years, only to have additional funds for this first mission here. It's kind of funny when you think about it. Okay, I'll get myself a healing potion just in case, although if you need a healing potion, then you've already kind of screwed it a little because you've been discovered and hurt. And also a couple of water arrows. The cash, at least in the first Thief game, doesn't carry over into the next missions, so there is no reason to sort of save the cash for the next mission, because each mission has its own pool of cash. Okay. Now, here you can see what I've been talking about, the way the map is working in this game. As you can see, you've got only a rough idea of how the mansion is structured, because obviously Garrett has never been inside before. So you've got the front entrance, which is sort of better mapped. There are little notes over here, like the front entrance is heavily guarded, do not try the frontal assault. Here you have a arrow cache, which is like signified on the map. So the map is one of those things in Thief that I really like.
Hey, I'm going to
And
the
also-
bear pits tomorrow. You want to come with? Couldn't pay me enough. What? You soft belly. The bears have got these new muzzles with underslung cheek spikes. Last time I was there was a real eye gouging. Nah. It makes me sick. When I was a kid. Huh. Surprised you're even in this job.
Ooh, the blood, it just turns my poor tummy.
Shut up, you taffer. You want blood? You should have been there years ago. Tell you, the bears then, they were something to see. Those bears, they didn't need no cheek spikes and razor collars and paw hooks and all that knifery you straps to them now. No paw hooks? What'd they do? Just bump into each other? Huh? Nah. The bears back then, they had claws as long as your finger and wicked teeth. Bears? You're toughing me. They look pretty mangy harmless, as long as they're not wearing harness. That's why I can't stand the pits now. You don't know what you missed. They just don't make bears like they used to. Whoa! Killer bears! Would have liked to see that.
The NPC dialogue in this game is really like funny sometimes as well.
It's a few too many to try to get by here.
So it's worth it to stand a while and listen to the NPCs talking. Now you've actually, like, you're supposed to enter the mansion.
How's it going?
Only one guard. Still, it'd be nice to get the drop on him.
You're supposed to enter the mansion by pocketing the guard here.
Hey there, friend. What's with the crazy getup?
and jumping into a well, but I actually discovered a sort of new way to sneak into the Baffords mansion, which I will demonstrate to you now. And it all started because I wanted to see if there's any way to sneak into the rooms that you can see behind the windows over here, on the outside, on the streets. Like over here, you can see it's not a texture, there's an actual room inside behind this window. So I wanted to see if there's any way to sneak inside there, over here as well. Unfortunately, I don't think so, but what I learned while trying to do that was that you can actually you can open a sewer grate here, jump on it, then jump on this ledge here. I will save just in case because I am prone to dropping. Then you can jump over here. Then you can jump on this tower over here. It's a little tricky. So damn it. That's it. And you pull yourself up, basically to the top of this tower, then you... As I said, it's a little tricky, but it's a really cool and unique way to get inside. So I think it's worth it to demonstrate it. You pull yourself up to the highest point of this tower, and then you have to sort of carefully slip over here. Then you turn here, go up over here, then over here. Here. Ah, damn it. I'm not really feeling the ledge grabbing mechanic all of the time, so I'm prone to falling from time to time. And basically here you are almost inside. And then you just slip over here and you're inside the Lord's mansion. Now, even cooler than that, if you actually sneak to that...
Don't see anything now.
Damn it, there's a guard really close nearby. If you sneak to the banner over here... Now, I'm just a little worried about the guard, if he doesn't hear me. But basically, some banners in this game actually hide like hidden caches or even hidden passages. You can cut them with your sword. So if you do this here, you see there's actually a tunnel, and the tunnel goes straight like to the deepest portion of the manor, right to where the scepter is located, which you are supposed to steal. There's a guard over here.
Who's there? Is someone there? Oh well. Don't know what it was.
Now I'll wait for him to turn and try to drop on this piece of carpet over here to not make a sound. Damn it,
Hey!
So basically you drop him.
It's a throne room. How pretentious can you get?
But as you can see, I actually can use the healing potion now. So here is the scepter I'm supposed to steal.
Here we go.
And you can actually go back the same way you've entered to go and explore the rest of the castle, because as you will see, I need to steal at least 700 gold in loot when I am in the mansion. That is a requirement of the expert difficulty setting. Now you have to be real careful in this part over here, because the guard likes to enter this passage and to check for intruders here, so you have to be really careful when going out of the secret passage as to not stare the guard right in the face, basically. Jumping over there, because I don't think I would have made it with my poor control of the character. There's a guard downstairs, I can hear him, so I'm really visible over here.
think you could just vanish in the shadows again, tricksy boy? I see ya.
That wasn't really a display of skill in the game.
Just yes.
Now I'm a little lost, I must say. Because it's not the usual way I enter the mansion. Here's the kitchen, I think. Let me douse that torch over there. Oh, this is the kitchen. There's a servant over there. Okay, maybe it's a really well-lit area. Damn it. Maybe I'll manage to sneak on him. And damn it, I hit the lamp instead of the servant. I hope nobody hears that.
Since I'm in here, I might as well pick up something for myself.
Now I need to store the body in some darkened corner. It's a little strange that he refers to the cook as cook, not even the cook, like the actual cook of the mansion. But I guess he's a lord, so he can be a little weird. That's the way nobility usually rolls. I would like to quit this area as quickly as possible because it's really well lit. Is this the main entrance? Oh no, it's actually... There's a guard over there.
Hello? Show yourself.
Damn it.
Out like
I'm not really doing great, am I? When it's only the first mission. These are the servant quarters from what I remember. I hope he doesn't go into this hallway, because he would notice me right away with me standing so close to the door. This game can get really intense sometimes when you are... Damn it, I'm in such a bad position. Oh, this is actually a good place. I'll wait for him to turn back, go over here, and then I blackjack him. Because as you can see, I am pretty much unseen in this place, as noticed by the blackness of the light gem. Come on. If he notices me, I'll be really like pissed. But he shouldn't. I don't think so, at least. Yeah. So one down. There doesn't seem to be anything worthwhile over here. There's a guard somewhere over here as well. I can hear him. Oh, damn it! I nearly... I nearly walked in on him. Man, this game is intense sometimes. And drop him over here. Now this should leave me free to explore this part. Oh, there's a golden vase over there. Now, a funny thing about paintings, at least in the first Thief, is that I am pretty certain most of them are actual paintings, like from history, from our world, although I am not nearly skilled enough in the history of art to quote them on you, but I can recognize a couple of them just by looking.
What's going on
Ah,
over
damn it.
there?
I need to... Okay, I'm 300 in loot, so almost.
When I find you, you'll regret it.
He's searching for me. As I said, it's not really the great first mission on my part, but at least it's... Like here you can see those paintings, and as I said, I'm quite sure I recognize at least a couple of them, especially... wow, this... I don't think this is a real painting. It seems like a fantasy drawing from a game or something, but like this, and especially this one, I am like 100% sure this is a real painting from history, and I'll probably find it because it's been nagging me, and I'll put it in the description for you. But basically here I can hear the golden plate and this, which That's me at 400. There's a guard incoming. Oh, it's like the main courtyard. It's here I was looking at. The pool I dropped into earlier. Okay, I think I need to get higher. It's been a while since I played this game, so it's not really blind, but it's also not like I am a master that has every detail of the level memorized. There's a guard incoming. Damn it. I'll need to follow him and blackjack him on his way up the stairs.
Someone...
Okay, he's down. I'll drop the body somewhere over here. There's a chest here with something inside. 465, so more than halfway there. Now this is a really important spot because it's like a back entrance which you can use to flee once you've completed the mission. Nothing over here except for some bread. Oh, it's like a drunken god. That should make it a little easier to sneak up on him. But how? Somewhere over there. I've been here. I'm going in circles. Damn it, I'm not really good at navigating this manor, am I? I'm like the keeper from the tutorial mission, just going in circles like a crazy person. I wonder if he'll be hostile. David, I can't really pinpoint where he is, and I am a little anxious about just going in there, sort of Rambo style. Thief is really a game about patience more than anything. But I like it. I would think I'm a patient person, although it doesn't really always manifest itself that well in the games. Basically go in a circle again. I am going crazy, I think. Oh, there's a library.
I wonder if he reads them or if it's just for show.
Garrett's comments in this game are also really interesting, like a great display of dry wit. Some sort of scroll. Now this is interesting because by the way the letter is written, you can see it's like the first encounter with a pagan, because pagans in this game speak with this sort of strange dialect, which you can notice here. Also, the Hammerhearts being the sort of pagan moniker for the Hammerite. It seems Lord Bafford has been Tuesday your dealer, so seems he's been procuring some herbs or like some drugs basically. And Victoria, I don't think it's the Victoria that we'll meet later in the game, although I'm not sure. Walks she an inch above the ground? So if she walks an inch above the ground, he says he basically found no trace of her, so it may very well be the Victoria from later in the game. Now, ornamental scepter. Is the scepter we've just stolen from here? treasure box, I don't think makes an appearance in this mission. False bottom in the treasure box. I don't think it's like available. There's a guard. Oh, there's also a key. Oh, it's not a key, it's like a necklace. I thought it was a key. Okay, we're nearly there. At our 700 loot. From the sound of his footsteps. But I am also like nearly unseen. Although it's weird, I am standing in the basically the middle.
Something there. Noise stopped. Guess it was nothing.
I'll find you. Damn you.
Better douse one of those lanterns over here, just to have a bit of shadow. Much better. By now 850. Okay, that's enough for the mission, although I would really like to find the room, like the Lord's room with the it's the painting again. It really seems like a fantasy game concept art or something, but this on the other hand, classical still nature, still life. It's like martwa natura in Polish, which is my native tongue, so that's why I was a little confused. Still nature, still life. Again, I was confused with the name. Still life is the sort of genre of the painting. Okay, now I would really like not to go out straight in the guard's vision. I'm not sure where he is. doesn't go to the... Oh, yeah, right, there are two of them. They are walking right beside one another. If only he doesn't go to the end of the court. Yes, right. And you. Will he follow in his footsteps?
Stop, Taff!
Damn it. Okay, I think it's time to... time to flee, basically. Damn it, I screwed this mission, really.
Charge! Die!
I'm not really that good of a thief, am I? But at least I think it may have been... Okay, I can sneak by there. That was only the first mission, so... Airborne backstabs. I don't think I know which one this is, but well, that was the first mission. I hope you enjoyed my ineptitude. See you in the next one. Bye.